Is Harry staying in court because of the embargoes? Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you everyone for liking and subscribing, and hi to all my new subscribers. Thank you. I've got the Fool looking through the back door on the table, and I am actually going to read about how the gruesome twosome are manipulating mainstream media. This will technically be part one, and it's about the UK because US is completely different. So cards. Okay, we are reading about what Lady C constantly says all the time about the UK government being too scared, not government, UK mainstream media being too scared to actually say anything, tell the truth and everything that they know about everything from, Birkenhead, even the birth of Archie onwards, which they do know. They know the truth. A lot of people know the truth. It's slowly coming out bit by bit, drip by drip, as Tom Bauer, I think, said. But I am absolutely convinced that Harry's staying in court to keep the embargoes. So if he stays in court and appeals and appeals and appeals on an appeal, which is what he's just done, and he's just got the right to appeal, where before he never had the right. Now he appealed that and he's just been given that. That's not to say he's going to win. Not going to say. It just means that he can appeal an appeal, if that makes any sense. Now, this is all a waste of taxpayers' money as well. So, this is another mark against the royal family, because technically he still comes under the royal family. I mean, this is a horrible, horrible burden. And while he stays in court, these embargoes, and this is all throughout the Commonwealth, it's in Australia as well. There are embargoes. If anything is in court, anything at all, you cannot release it until that court case is finished. And it's an embargo, not a super injunction. It's an embargo. And there's an embargo for each court case. I did do ChatGPT. This is something that I have used for a while for a lot of information when there's so much puff pieces out there. The news feed is just hampering all over them. It's absolute rubbish what they're doing. So I find out about the lawsuits. There's just too many of them. Apparently, well, I'll put it up on the screen, but it says, the cutoff to my knowledge, which is a bot's knowledge, is October 2021. But there's 6, and one of these cases are obviously referring to what he can appeal on, which is a security. I'll just let it flip by all means, pause if you have to. It's pretty much what we know anyway. Again, if there's more court cases, but I'm pretty sure that he's still got, a few of these still going, and he's going to keep these going. He's going to keep these going as far as I know. So I want the cards to verify. When will the embargoes be released? What's the story? Energies around these embargoes. Is this why he's staying in court? He's got the 6 of Wands reverse here. He's got the 8 of Chalices, 8 of Cups reverse. He's got Strength reverse, the Will reverse, and the King of Cups. Well, there you have it. There you have it. Pretty much how I was talking. It is on behalf of the King, sadly. This is the way the court cases work. So Harry is basically suing his own father, kind of thing. So yeah, just one moment. Sorry about that. I thought the dog was out. Apparently he was hiding. Okay. So let's just get started again. The King of Cups, this is definitely about the lawsuits. He's not going to win. He's absolutely not winning. But he can't walk away. Why can't he walk away? Because he's been told by Strength not to. He's been told by strength not to end it, not to end it, to just, stay at the bottom of this, basically spin the yarns, keep it going, because at the end of the day, the king's paying for it, which is wrong on so many levels. And there's the world to end it anyway. So you have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Swords. If they're not careful and they keep this up, these swords are going to drop away from this embargo. This embargo, there's your embargo card. There's you tied up. You can't talk. You're not allowed to say anything. Vultures hanging around here. There's 3 of them. Ironically, there's 3 vultures involved. Not just the gruesome twosome, but there's another one there, probably the lawyer. Entertainment purposes only and allegedly. So this is your embargo. If they do not flip this world and, make it turn and be positive, if they just keep all this up, and it's predominantly her, and that doesn't surprise me, because Harry never even started all this BS until she said something with someone in France, entertainment purposes only and allegedly, I believe, years and years and years ago, and reminded him on how he thought, Again, allegedly. So it is going to end. It is definitely going to end. Someone has been very, very stubborn, and the embargoes are going to break. They're going to break away. They're going to break away. 5 of Swords reverse and the Hangman reverse. Yeah, there you go. Mainstream media has had enough, and so have we. We're the people. We're the people on the ground. So are we. This is mainstream media here. Their hands are tied behind their backs. There's nothing they can do about it. But this is reverse. This is reverse. This is a give up. There's no winners. There's no winners. He's not going to win. It's just going to cost a fortune. And ha ha ha. And there's your 10 of Swords. There's your 10 of Swords. So these cards are magical, absolutely, because when something doesn't happen naturally, how it's supposed to play out, like, these embargoes are lifted and the people can come off their tree and untie their hands and report correctly to the public. This is all but like a tower card. I mean, there they are there, looking at the person that created it, who is now ruined. Absolutely ruined. And you've got the ace of cups, lots of tears, lots and lots of tears. So when it does happen, it's going to be a storm. There's going to be a storm. You can even see the storm behind here coming through. It's going to be a tidal wave. Going to be an absolute tidal wave. I had a feeling this was the case. I really did. The light bulb came on, or the spidey senses. Well, it was my spidey senses, and then the light bulb came on. All right, so very, very emotional new beginning. Very emotional new beginning for someone. And who is it? Who's that person? It's the Nine of Pentacles. And who's the Nine of Pentacles? Let me guess. Someone who has got a massive ego, who has a lot of money and acts like a single lady and doesn't need any help and has got a back turn to us. Yeah, absolutely wrong. They had a decision. They had the world in their hands and they blew it. And they blew it. Yeah, given up. And the Chariot and the Nine of Cups. Every time I see this card, I keep thinking that it's Harry, concentrating on what he left behind, how he was really, really popular. And that was the three of them. He's got two things he needs to concentrate on and just move on. That's what he needs to do. He needs to get over himself and move on. And here you have William. At the end of the day, you've got William. And all they're going to see when William takes control is William's back. They're not going to see anything else. Nothing else. So, in answer to my question, how negative is it? It couldn't get any worse. It couldn't get any worse. That's just what Harry is doing. Entertainment purposes only. He is staying in court to keep the embargoes, to stop the UK media from saying something or telling the truth, depending on which way you look at it. Because if they do, he can then sue them. And then that's another court case. And that's what Lady C keeps referring to. The UK media will not do anything because of embargoes and because they don't want to be sued. But you know what? Ironically, because he's using the king, there's a massive tidal wave here coming behind. A massive tidal wave. And the mainstream media is going to untie themselves and come off of that tree and start telling us. And it couldn't happen any time sooner if you ask me. Okay, on that note, yeah, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you again soon as possible for the US one, because that's a different one. Okay, bye.